as we make it 10 losses in 11. What a drab game. It's finished at the London Stadium, West Ham 2, Leicester City 0.
Yeah, from now on in, when I set my alarm at 4:45 in the morning, if I see Bobby Decova-Reid or I11, I should just go back to bed. It's just, I don't know why I subject myself to this. I've done it last relegation season. I'll do it again. I love this club to bits, but unfortunately, the bottom line is of this video is it doesn't look like any player on that pitch cares about the club like half as much as we all do.
Man, we're just boring. We are boring and we're bad. I mean, yeah, we just lack quality all over the squad. There are very few small bright spots today, and I mean, we'll get onto them later, right?
Horrendous, awful. Any negative word you can think of would describe it pretty well. Don't think anybody had a good game, to be honest. Navadidi looked okay when he came on. Game was dead at half time. We asked to fail, and we failed. We set up to fail. We had no clue how we were going to get out from this low block that we were attempting to play. Can't even defend with a low block anyway. I can't see any which way we were trying to score a goal, let alone actually construct an attack. We just conceded possession, didn't really press them too hard. In most ways, it can be bad. It was bad. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone wants out the door. I don't think anybody particularly wants to be here next year. Even the peripheral players are like, I'd rather go to another club. I need a change of scene. We know our big boys are going to be leaving at the end of the year when we go down. So I think a lot of them are thinking, do you know what? I'm not even sure if I want to stay up, because if I do stay up, I'll be stuck here for another year.
Yeah, like everyone wants me to rant, kick off. I'm not going to. It's just, I'm just drained. I'm tired. I'm sick of saying the same thing. What really is the most horrible thing about this all is we are getting worse every game. It's just completely clueless from Ruud van Nistelrooy. The players have also given up. We've got Ruud coming out making comments saying we're not good enough. It's just all the way around, just absolutely painful. What sucks the most is everyone saying we need to drain the swamp and we need to have a massive clear out. We already did this last season before we were in the championship, and we're lucky to keep half the players we did then. It's going to be even worse next season. Even if you remove all the sanctions and stuff coming away from the EFL, I still think it's going to be very, very difficult.
And someone said 3 points out of 36. And I think that's now, 10 losses in 11 games. I mean, we had that awful run and we're still just losing. I'll answer your question, Luke. I think you're right. I think the thing is, even if your team is struggling and you're doing really badly, there's a way that you can do things. There's a way that you can't do things. There's certain things he does which just don't make any sense. Like the lack of substitutes is just appalling, in my opinion. Like, what kind of message does that send? The lack of body language of trying to fire up the team. The way that he's just using the same system week in, week out. Have you not realized after this many losses that it's not working? You got to change something. I hate to say it, but even Steve Cooper did change it around sometimes, right? Like he'd move the 10s or the 6s, or he changed the system, even went back against Forest. Like, I hate to say it, but he's looking like a tactical genius compared to Ruud.
They're better than us in the game. Today we had nothing in attack whatsoever. So, maybe you could nick the first goal and then you could try and defend the game. But at no point did we look like scoring.
He would be pinging beautiful long balls up to a Fatawa Mavadidi, raring to take on that man, and he would have been a brilliant piece of that play. But, Ruud had to look into reality. He's not Enzo Maresca. We're not having the same players available, and he should have never started Vestergaard. I wholeheartedly do agree with that decision. I think he was shocking today. I think Decordova-Reid was shocking today. I think Sumari was shocking today. I mean, if you look at the whole starting 11, the only ones who I would look at and say was not shocking is Christiansen, then Mavadidi when he came on.
Sorry, I had to have this one prepared for. I knew there was going to be some Danish glazed donuts coming out on the stream here today.
But I mean, did I glaze in there? Do you genuinely think I glazed in there? I told you the 1 out in 14 million hundred scenarios where he would have worked this game, and that's not the scenario we're in. And I blame Ruud because he. I mean, if the FA might have had to look into him for match fixing there, because it was horrible. Why can't Christiansen cross the ball? Because you don't have eyes, mate. He crossed the ball 5-6 times.
I understand that Ruud is a terrible appointment after what Cooper's put out, but let me just say this. I don't owe fuck all to that ugly-ass orc. That fucking stupid idiot fucking put Vitawa as a left wing-back and never played Pereira, so that is fucking stupid. I'm not saying his Ruud's better, but I don't owe that fucking idiot an apology at all. He spunked fucking 80 million wages on fucking donuts, so fuck that off.